Hi there, and welcome to the I'll Try That podcast. It's a very special week because we're actually recording in person.
Oh,
hello!
I can reach out and touch you.
You've got to say hi, otherwise people won't.
They won't know.
It is person.
Well, we are sat here smiling at each other across the table. That's quite nice.
It's really awkward, actually.
Yeah. Which
So we can do over the top staring, eye contact.
Eye contact's too much.
which is, I was going to say, which is quite nice. We've all come down to Cheltenham for the weekend.
I've come up actually.
I don't care. I certainly, in fact, so have I.
Above stayed where he is, so no one's come down.
Yeah.
Not even had beer yet.
Yeah. So we're in Cheltenham. We're off to the rugby tomorrow, which will be nice. But we thought while we're here, we should possibly record a few episodes. So this week we are drinking from a brewery called Yonder, which is based down in the Mendip Hills in Somerset.
No, so it's over there.
Over there.
It's over yonder.
Over yonder. And we are trying three different ales that I picked up from our favourite service station, Gloucestershire Services.
Gloucestershire.
But we will dig in a little bit more to those later. But I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Joseph Druitt.
So we always love hearing from our brewing partners, and because we've actually heard recently from Stewart Brewing, they've reached out to us, and of course we have Nathan, head brewer of the Project 7 pilot. I will get that correct. So someday, I'm sorry, Nathan, if I've got the specifics of that, but the crafty Project 7 brews that Nathan runs, and we absolutely fell in love with the White Affogato. Right, yes. Hands down, my wife won't stop going on about it. I had to buy more White Affogato beers for her. Anyway, they said that what we were talking about on the podcast struck a chord with them. Basically, we said that we have not experienced Stewart Brewing's beers outside of Scotland, I think, and any of the Project 7s in particular hadn't made their way into like our local circulation. So they've had a new member of the team that's come on. His name is Matt, not to be confused with our very own Matt, a new Matt. And
not me.
Not you.
I could probably say a better Matt because he works for a brewery.
Probably, yes. So
I mean, the bar was set pretty low.
So Stewart Brewing, the best Matt, has his job at Stewart Brewing is to pump the Project 7 beers around and get them introduced into new pubs around England. So they've reached out and basically said their last ever keg of Project 7's White Affogato is on its way to London, and it's going to be at the Cask Pub and Kitchen in Pimlico.
A pub in Pimlico.
Pub in Pimlico.
I see what you did there.
There you go. So, and they've asked if we can make a shout out about it, because by the time this goes live, which will be after the 27th of November, the keg will be in the pub, which is the Cask Pub and Kitchen in Pimlico. So, if you are one of our listeners in the London area and you are flying by the Pimlico area or want to make a special trip to it, go to the Cask Pub and Kitchen and go and try for yourself the very last keg of Project 7's White Affogato.
Sought after indeed.
Well, we can't stress enough how much we love the White Affogato. I think it was more that it just took us by surprise than anything. And this is one we keep talking about at the moment, and possibly a strong contender of beer of the year, I'm not going to lie.
But you're right. And you know what? It's even more exciting by that. They were saying how their cask beers, like around the brewery, because that's where their reach is right now, are they're known for their cask beers. So the fact that you can go and actually get this White Affogato, which we've already said is how amazing that beer was in a can form, but you can go get it in a keg, cask version, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I can imagine it's going to taste fantastic. It tastes fantastic out of a can, so I can imagine it's going to taste fantastic out of a cask.
I enjoyed the only criticism. It's not a criticism. I was so enamoured with their Oktoberfest Mares and Fest beer. I just always didn't want to take away. But the thing is, the White Affogato is what's left, so it's going to be there. It's in limited supply.
Yeah.
And as I said, sought after indeed. It gets really positively reviewed from us, and then everyone else we've spoken to about it. Right. So what are you waiting for?
Get on the train. Get to London.
Get on the train. That's easy.
Yeah.
just go anywhere.
Just go anywhere.
Just get on the train.
The people with the real advantage here are the ones in London already.
Yes. Yeah, because it's going to go fast. A keg doesn't go too far, does it? So
how many pints are in a keg?
82.
So only 82 of you can enjoy it.
You will look at it. Not a chance, is that right? No, it's I think it's just over 70, nearly 80.
Just over 7.
Just over 7. It's 70.
It's 62 pints.
Yeah,
a keg.
that's what I said.
In a quarter barrel keg size.
T2. That's the bit I said. I didn't do the bit as a beginning. I got the T2 right. Is he really only 62?
Well, okay, it's
Maybe we used to just be bloody mean in a pub place.
so that's a quarter keg. A half of, I don't know what this is all talking about. A half keg, which is 124 pints in it. So that's a quarter, which would make it 62 pints. Yes, okay, so fine.
Oh, I admit defeat.
So it depends how big the keg is, I suppose. If they've gone for a half or they've gone for a quarter size, depending on how many pints you can get. I'd imagine they'd have sent their half size down to get 124 pints out of it.
Yeah, you would.
Well, either way, I wouldn't take any jouses.
Yeah.
Get there fast.
Yeah, get there fast and drink 124 of it so no one else can try it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, you're really not buying into this kind of like beer and brewing community, are you? Like,
Go and drink it all.
Yeah.
And bums the lot of them.
Yeah.
Should we get on Yonder?
Yeah.
we've got to, because I've just had a little bit of a taste of the second one, and okay, that's something else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so talk us drabs. Who are we talking about and what have we got?
So we're talking about Yonder, which is a brewery in Somerset, as I said, up in the Mendip Hills. Yonder is a modern farmhouse brewery, is the way they describe themselves. Founded in 2018 by Jasper Tupman. Tupman? That's a name.
That is the name.
Tupman.
Tupham?
Tupman?
Tupman. Tupman. It is Tupman, but yeah, Tupman.
Tupman. Yeah, Jasper Tupman. He sounds, I'm not gonna lie, he sounds like he should be brewing gin.
Yeah, with a monocle.
With a monocle. I fear he might wear a top hat.
And tweed. There's a lot of tweed.
Definitely
From
wearing
a
tweed.
farm
He's
brewery.
From a farm brewery, yeah.
And if you are listening, Jasper, tally ho.
Also Jasper. What a great name that is as well.
And Stewart Winstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
It's no Jasper Tupman.
Jasper Tupman, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, Stuart.
Yeah. But two brewing professionals with 20 years of craft brewing experience. Yonder was created by a shared passion for flavour, fermentation, and fun.
Ooh.
Fun, I think, is going to be the operative word with what we've had so far.
Yeah.
Because it's fair play. So should we do what should we say? What we've got in front of us?
Yeah. So I've picked up 3 of the beers. There was a lot more, but I couldn't really afford the other 9 that were there. So
Was this one there by any chance?
No,
the Twister
that one was there. Yeah.
So I think you're right. They've dialed up fun to the max.
Yeah.
On these.
That can I commend people to have a look at that. That looks a little bit wrong.
It's the Yonder strawberry, lime, and pineapple something, and it basically looks like a Twister.
Yeah, well, it's a Twister ice cream. Sorry, because also I'm listening to you and I'm engaging with you with this. I want you to finish. So we started off. We're having the pink lemonade.
Oh yeah.
Just you're about to have some of the key lime pie.
Yeah.
That is blooming interesting.
Okay. So the pink lemonade was incredibly sour.
I didn't get too. I mean, it's a sour.
Yeah.
It definitely is a sour. I'm not denying that.
More sour than a lager, I'd say.
But yes,
Yeah.
right. But we had some sours at from the Colonel the craft beer festival that were super sours, and I think that's quite a palatable sour. I was quite interested by the pink lemonade because I do quite like a fizzy sherbety, kind of pink.
I was going to say, because about the pink lemonade, because I don't normally lean into a sour, shall we say. I'm sure someone else did a pink lemonade or something similar.
Well, it makes sense.
However, I seem to finish off my little taster of pink lemonade first, and I've just had a sip of this key lime pie, which you guys have just poured yourself. That, I mean, it's not my normal bag, and not normally what I look for out of a beer, but that's something else.
Okay.
So it's the Yonder's key lime pie, lime, vanilla, marshmallow, and biscuit pastry sour. Now that is a name and a half, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah, right. Like you have to sit up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's got a lovely aftertaste. That just keeps drawing, doesn't it?
That's a fantastic.
Do you know what I love so much? Sorry, I will stop talking over you, but I can't right now because there's the biscuit that comes out of that. I love that. I've never had a beer that has a biscuity flavour to it. Sorry, Grams.
No, that was exactly what I was going to say. I got the marshmallowy kick as well, especially because you have the initial sour hit, and then it kind of mellows out very quickly afterwards.
Oh, that's very tasty.
Yeah, it's weird. It's sours I don't like pre-subscribe to.
No, yeah.
I don't. Normally, I'm like, no, I'd like a beer. That's me being a little bit set in my ways, sort of thing. You've got to say, this is how actually I normally say I like watching movies. Show me a film which is nothing like I've ever seen before. Fair play, I'm quite interested in a beer that's nothing like I've ever tasted before.
Yeah.
That, I think, actually goes into that category.
Yeah.
I think the bit... I know what you mean. Early on, I get your biscuity... It always smells like you walked into a patisserie.
Yes.
And then marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like a kind of creamy, like a sweet, creamy sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought out of all the ones I was going to do, I thought this was the one I was not going to enjoy whatsoever. But it's taken me by surprise.
I actually, when you pulled them out, I did pull a face, actually, didn't I? I was quite like, oh, no, what? But actually, that is very surprising in a positive way.
Yeah, like, really surprising.
I would drink that.
I would go out and buy that again. I wouldn't drink pints and pints of it, do not get me wrong.
5.5%.
Yeah, it's got a little kick. What was the lemonade, I think, was the weakest one at 4%.
So I'll talk a little bit about Yonder while we finish this one, and then we can get on to the final beer. So they talk a lot about mixed fermentation. And for them, that means that, like, so they have like these different kind of like ways of talking about it: house cultures, funky farmhouse flavors, and increasingly that they're realizing that not everyone is familiar with those terms. So they've kind of like broken down what they mean by it. So basically, what they mean is that they want to step back a little bit from where brewing has gone to, which is this over-monitored, computerized like way. They've actually got. I mean, it literally is a farmhouse with casks, kegs, and stuff. And so what they're basically saying is to try and strip it all the way back, get it all to more natural of the brewing process, and less like more about like kind of letting like the yeast and the bacteria, which naturally comes in like.
Yeah.
The brewing process, like, do its job, basically. So
it's beer made in a brewery rather than like a science lab or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. Or even like, I mean, would you even say brewery? It's like a farmhouse with a brewery inside it, Like, but like, you're right. It's like something that's just very authentic them, I think, which is I found quite interesting.
That's something else.
I can't get over the marshmallow hit still.
We're still on the key lime pie.
Yeah, sorry, I just keep getting back to the marshmallow with it. I'm thinking that's great.
I think this thing would sell incredibly well in the States because the Americans love a key lime pie.
Yeah.
It is like one of the number one desserts.
I say it doesn't come out much on this side.
In the UK, no.
I don't think I've ever had a key lime
Oh, they're
pie.
delicious. They are
They're
really
good, yeah.
good. I quite like a lime. I mean, I like lemony stuff. I know you were telling me you don't like lemony stuff, Travis, but lime stuff is also very up there for me.
I think the worst part is I really like lemony and stuff, but I'm mildly allergic to it. And by the end of this, my tongue will be red raw.
Wow.
But,
Well, I look forward to that.
yeah, that's fine. So the trouble is I really enjoy it.
What's the last one we're having?
India Pale Ale. Salad Days.
Wow.
Which is an interesting name.
What is that?
Well, is it going to taste anything like the cucumber beer we've had?
I'm hoping not.
What is Salad Days all about?
So Salad Days boasts... Well, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it to you, actually. A plentiful blend of American and Southern Hemisphere hops to balance citrus and stone fruit aromas alongside a clean and refreshing bitterness, all of which is deeply infused in a soft and malty-based beer. So, noses in. Noses first. God, this.
Oh, that's a fruity little number, isn't it?
This builds the anticipation.
Yeah.
Wow, that is not even a fruity number. That's a hoppy number.
Well, I was about to say, like, are we going to be a bit put out of kilter by those last two?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to have the sours first, I think,
Yeah.
and get into something else. Because obviously we've gone through two very sweet drinks almost.
yeah.
And this is clearly not going to be if it's an IPA.
Yes. Citrus and stone fruits, it's not.
You know what the worst part is? I've tried that, and it is really, really tasty, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm kind of a little bit disappointed.
Oh no!
No, not in the way that it is a really tasty bit, but we've just.
You want more key lime pie?
I want more
basically.
key lime pie. I've had that key lime pie, and I've gone, damn, that was good. And I kind of know what Yonder can do now.
Yeah.
They've got this mad thing where I had 3 very distinct flavours coming through.
I think we did these in the wrong order. I think we got
Yeah.
lemonade right. We went starter, pudding, main course.
Yes,
I think we should have gone. This should have been in the middle,
that could be a great marketing strategy for them, though. They could give you a 3-course meal in beer.
Yeah, which you unwittingly picked off a shelf.
Yeah, that was.
Quite impressive. About
Yeah, it was mainly because I was attracted to the colours. I was once again sucked in by the marketing.
Well,
100%.
As no one else quite is.
It's just you. So if you like that one, then I think you quite like some of these other beers that Yonder do. You've got a raspberry ghost, which we like on a ghost, that would be tasty, wouldn't it?
That's award-winning.
It is. It's a bestseller.
Yeah.
There is a roly-poly.
A jam roly-poly.
Yeah, it's a jam roly-poly. And there's a blueberry bakewell pastry sour. That could be quite interesting, because these guys, with that bit, that reminds me, that biscuitiness of the key lime pie, that could come through.
Feels like that'd be straightforward.
Black Forest Gatto beer.
Oh, okay.
They've got a black grapes, they've got the key lime pies up there, cherry cheesecake, there's pink lemonade.
Carving out a bit of a niche here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, fun. I think if you just look at their mega bundle, like the pack designs of all the cans.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a bit like energy drink, children,
It
you
has
know,
got that for the sweet tooth.
appealing?
Is it getting down Tiny Rebel, screaming and shouting, we're beer?
Yeah.
We're beer, but you wouldn't think it to taste us. In
Yeah.
the way I would view it.
Because it's not like they say Yonder Brewery, they just say Yonder, don't they? So it's like...
Yeah.
And I think if they were to get much, much bigger, they probably would get into a bit of trouble. But I think right now, where they're at, and they seem to be growing. I mean, all for it. I think this is some really tasty and interesting... This is the first time this key lime pie... I've never had a flavour like that before.
Feels like they had a plan and executed it very well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think we've tried a lot of beers that have tried to be something, and it's just kind of gone nowhere with it. The thing is, Joe, you've had a key lime pie. Does that taste like a key lime pie?
More or less, I mean, in beer form, obviously,
Yeah,
it's going to take a
beer
bit of a... It's not like you just smushed a cake inside, inside a can. But yeah, no, it's definitely it's very reminiscent of a key lime pie, and that's what you flavour. And that's hence why, again, key lime pies are really, really popular in the States, because they do taste absolutely delicious. So, yeah, I think...
I can't make my mind up on the IPA.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's growing on me.
It's nice.
I think now I've got the sours out of my mouth. I've got more time
Well,
for
like
it.
it is a little bit different to other IPAs I've had. Always up for a bit of different, despite... I'm a bit of a hypocrite, really, because I can say, no, I just want beer. Whereas, it's piqued my interest, but I don't know how much... I'm desperate for the next one.
Yeah.
No, that's it. I definitely would like to try some more of their dessert beers. The sounds of it, like
I am now interested to have a key lime pie with that beer at the same time.
Would that be too much, then? Maybe you need to think what goes with a key lime pie, and then have that that to pair with it.
I think what I quite like is they did some mystery beers where people had to guess the flavours, which was quite cool. And they came out as Jammy Dodger and Bubblegum.
Oh, bubblegum beer. Didn't you have some sort of bubblegum beer?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, you weren't happy about that one.
No, I was really upset. Not that I get upset often on this podcast, for that.
Never throw your toys out.
No, yeah.
Never disagree.
So, finishing up on Brew Yonder then. So, you can find them on Instagram as Brew Yonder, and they have 10k followers. I haven't gone and looked them up on X or Twitter.
It's like Blue Yonder. Am I only just getting it?
Or over yonder.
Into the deep blue yonder. But is their official name Brew Yonder?
They're called Yonder Brewing and Blending.
Okay.
But their Instagram handle is Brew Yonder.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I like that. Yeah.
It used to be an internet service provider, but I'm sure the phrase Blue Yonder was like from a book or something.
Over the home.
Was it called Into the Deep Blue Yonder?
I mean, it makes you think about discovery, doesn't it? An adventure. Yeah. And if that's what they're going for with these amazing tasting beers.
Quite a potent metaphor.
What was the story when the kid went to the Monster Island?
What?
Where the Wild
Things Are. Is it from that one, or is it the Puss in Boots?
Owl that went to sea.
Yeah, the owl that went to sea, not Puss in Boots.
Yeah. No, that hasn't got anything to do with Yonder.
I'm familiar with all of these words. Not in that order.
I wouldn't have had any... Yeah, my wife knows off by heart and has been saying it pretty much every night to our daughter, which is lovely. But I've never heard of it before. Heard it any more than the first line of that rhyme or story.
Mary McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. So we did Twitter.
Oh, we haven't done Twitter.
What do we do?
I'm kind of a bit out of Twitter / X at the moment. I can go do it for you.
Keep going in Twitter. Don't give in to Elon.
I will do it. Actually, I deleted it off my phone, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, take that, Elon.
And I haven't downloaded Threads after I first installed it, and then it uninstalled itself.
What's Threads? It's Instagram's Twitter.
Oh.
Basically, do you want to be owned by, give your data to Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
I mainly staring at greyhounds, so.
Facebook, so Mark Zuckerberg then.
Yeah.
They're not having my data until they take me out for dinner.
Good luck with that. But okay, final words on Yonder?
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Really enjoyed their more dessert, sweeter lemonade ones. Salad days, their IPA, I'm few and far between. I probably won't buy it again, but I would definitely want to try some of their other dessert-based beers.
Fair play. I really enjoyed a type of beer that I can't stand. Thanks to Yonder.
Right.
Like, I had to be too brutal with it. Sour is not my cup of tea, but that key lime pie has put a smile on my face.
And a pip in your step.
Boy, howdy.
And that's all we have time for this week's episode of the I'll Try That podcast. And so from me, Joe,
Rich.
Barber.
And Simo.
goodbye. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram,
Twitter.
I'll try that podcast.com.
And watch us on YouTube.
Goodbye now.